Welcome back. Isang WNBA legend ang pumunta kamakailangan sa Pilipinas para sa Junior NBA Philippines event. Si Sheryl Swoopes ay isang 3-time MVP at 4-time champion ng WNBA. Na-impress siya sa nakita niyang skills ng young Filipino ballers. Narito ang aming interview. Sheryl, welcome to the Philippines. Thanks for being here. It's an awesome opportunity to have you here, to meet you, and for you to inspire the girls and the boys as well. So thanks for being here.
You're welcome. I'm excited.
All right. Well, we want to get to know you better, to share your story more to the kids, to the fans out there. Some of them who might have just seen your clips on YouTube and whatnot, but you've had an amazing journey from growing up in Texas and from a small town. Talk about how that all began.
You know, I've been very fortunate and very blessed to have had an opportunity to do something that I absolutely love, and that is playing basketball. I started at a very young age. I was 7 years old when I started playing with my brothers, as you mentioned, and I knew at a young age that basketball was what I loved, and it was honestly going to be my ticket to life, to creating my own path. And for me to have an opportunity to come here and be a part of the Junior NBA Philippines National Training Camp and just share a little bit of my knowledge and my experience and my stories, it's so amazing to me how, although we're from different worlds, but there's so many similarities. For me, basketball was all about helping me with my confidence and my self-esteem and just teaching me how to respect different people. Those are all some of the same core values that, the Junior NBA Philippines is all about. And it's just such an honor for me to have an opportunity to come here and be a part of it.
So obviously it was more than just a sport for you all the way, but what happened on the court, you did some amazing things, and it's mind-boggling to look at your resume and some of the things you've done. I can imagine you yourself, you look, really?
There are times I do that.
I know, right?
I do.
Let's talk about the Olympics first and foremost. Very rarely do people have a chance to go to 1, 2, or even 3 Olympics and win 3 gold medals. After your first experience, what was that like when you first got that gold medal around your neck and feel that pride for the country, and then know that you could do it again and again?
Growing up, I grew up in a single-parent home, just with my mom, 2 older brothers, and that's how I got started playing basketball. But back to what I said earlier, I knew at a young age that basketball is what I wanted to do. So I set goals for myself, and playing in the Olympics was one of them. And I had friends laugh at me and say, yeah, okay. But you're right, not many people get an opportunity to do that once. And for me, I was very fortunate and very blessed to have an opportunity to do that 3 times. And the first one was probably a little bit more special than the second one and the third one, only because it was in Atlanta, it was in the States, and I got to share that with people that were really close to me, my mom, my family. And I always tell people that the Olympics, to me, is the epitome of sports.
In your wildest dreams, did you ever imagine that you would have a chance to play professional basketball in your country?
Never, ever.
And when it happened, what was it like? And you were able to play for your home state as well. You stayed in Texas right away.
I did. I set goals for myself, but it included someday playing in the Olympics. And my goals of playing professionally meant I had to go abroad, whether that was to Russia or Italy. But even then, I didn't know if that was for me. I didn't know if that was something I wanted to do. So after the '96 Olympics, getting the phone call and talking to, at the time it was Val Ackerman, she was the president of the WNBA, and just getting that phone call and her saying, I got some really big, exciting news, and I found out that the NBA was going to back the WNBA, and we now were going to have an opportunity to do what we loved and get paid to do it and stay in our home country. This is awesome, because we now will be able to show all of these little girls out there that if you work hard, you set goals, and you have these dreams of becoming a professional basketball player, you now don't have to look at NBA players. You can look at WNBA players and say, I someday want to not be like that person, but I want to be doing the same thing that that person is doing. And not only for myself, we all took that as a personal challenge to really make the WNBA be successful and be around.
Amazing. And looking back at that career, on the court, the 4 titles at Houston, the MVPs, the Defensive Player of the Years. I appreciate that. I mean, it's rare that you have an MVP win the same amount of Defensive Player of the Years. Tell us more about that willingness, that drive to be a complete player.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because I argue with people, because in my opinion, MVP is obviously the most valuable player, but I think it should be a player that plays both ends of the floor. I don't think it's always that way, but I think it should be.
I agree.
For me, I have always taken pride in being a complete player. I always accepted the challenge of having to be able to defend the other team's best player. And my mindset has always been, everyone's going to miss shots, right? You're not going to always have a perfect game shooting the basketball, but there's no excuse to not play defense. I just took a lot of pride in being the best all-around complete player that I could be. Awesome.
Well, you've broken barriers, you've broken boundaries. You talked about how Nancy was a big part of your life and your inspiration. Now we have Becky, close to breaking another barrier, have an opportunity to maybe become a head coach. What are your thoughts on this, and how women are now really breaking these barriers we never thought that were even close to being broken, and how do you support her in her goal to get there?
I've been very fortunate to have had an opportunity to be around some incredible pioneers of the game, and I think what Becky Hammon has done, and I say in her short career, has been remarkable. Had an opportunity to play against her, so I know the type of competitor she is. I know how smart she is. I know what she brings to the game. The way I look at it is, it's basketball. It's not about a female coach versus a male coach. If you know basketball and you know the game, and you're very capable of teaching the game and coaching the game and gaining the respect from who you're coaching, I don't see why she shouldn't get that opportunity. But as you said, Nancy Lieberman, I think, is another one that was a huge role model for me. Just admired who she was, what she represented, and anything is possible.
All right, I want to bring it back to what's happening today in this, last few weeks. Your hometown, your home team, Houston Rockets, are now getting close to getting back in the finals. Your thoughts on cheering for them, and how you want them to get there, and your thoughts if they can make it. Let's see how far they can go. But
You're going to put me on the spot, huh?
Not necessarily a prediction, but how ready you think are they to grab this opportunity and beat the defending champs?
What I will tell you is, I know the city of Houston is on cloud 9. Just the fact that the Rockets are playing so well. They're in the Western Conference Finals, and I think they're very confident that they can win it. Having been a part of a team that won 4 championships in a row, I also know how difficult that is to dethrone the champs.
An existing champ.
And I'm a huge, I don't have a team, I just appreciate good basketball. I'm a huge fan of the way Golden State plays, a huge fan of KD, Steph, Clay, Draymond, but I'm also a huge fan of how the Rockets play. What I think is, they both play very similar. So it just kind of depends on, my opinion, who's going to come out and play better defense versus the offense. Because both teams are very capable of scoring.
It's about championship defense. All right. Well,
it is.
Back here, what's your message? I mean, you only have a handful of kids here who you will see personally, but at least now we have a chance to share your message to everybody out there.
One thing that I do see is myself, as I said before, and it just does my heart so much good to see all the young ladies that are here, and the young men too. But there are so many opportunities that the boys have that girls don't necessarily have. So to be a part of the Junior NBA program and being here in the Philippines and getting an opportunity to just work with them for a few days, what I said to them was, you're here for a reason. Don't be afraid to fail, and that's in life. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that's how you get better. That's how you grow. The fact that they have this opportunity, and they have so many people here that want to see them succeed and want to see them do well, I think it's absolutely amazing. I can tell you, I felt like I'm at home.
Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your inspiration, and thank you for the lessons that you will impart on these young girls and boys. And enjoy the rest of your stay. Thanks.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi guys, guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates, and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.